Hey YouTube, in today's video I want to go over the 3 different types of matched grip that pros use. I happen to use all 3 depending on what I'm actually doing. And you might not have even known that there are 3, but there are 3 different types of matched grip. I'm not going to be talking about traditional grip today, that might be in another video. But let's dive in. Let's start with on the other side of the pond. Let's start with German grip. Maybe you didn't even know there were names for these, but there's definitely names. Let's start with German grip. German grip is when you've got your sticks in your hand and you're playing pretty flat-handed, like the palms of your hand are pretty much parallel to the floor. It's a big sound. Now, I'm hoping that the sound off the pad gets into the microphone and you can hear the difference in sound because they have different sounds. So, German grip, flat-handed, lots of weight on top of the stick when you're playing from the wrist. Another one is called French grip. Also across the pond. Now the French grip goes from this extreme to this extreme where your thumbs are on top of the stick. All right, a much lighter sound, a much lighter tone when you're playing the drums. Grip number 3 is a combination of the 2, as far as I'm concerned, and that's the American grip. So, say you're playing French, start to turn your hands back to German, which is flat. In between is the American grip. Now, I would say most of us use the American grip, and we didn't even know it. We probably didn't even know what the names of most of these were, but in any case, so use this American grip halfway between. Now, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to, hopefully you can hear the sound difference. I'm going to start with German, and I'm going to transition through American into French, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it comes through the microphone. So here we go. German grip, a heavier sound. Into American. Into French. Now I'm trying to keep the height of the stick the same so that we get an idea, an actual idea of the different pressures that, you know, German's heavy, French is light, American's somewhere in between. So let's start French and go the other way. To American, to German. I'm not throwing the stick down any harder, I'm trying to just guide it. So again, if that comes through, you're going to hear that the German grip is heavier than the French, than the American. Why would you use any of these? Why would you pick one over the other? Well, I pick French grip when I'm playing timpani. Now, most of you probably don't play timpani, but I teach in a school situation. I have to teach timpani. I've played timpani in orchestras throughout my life. I like the sound that just, French grip to me opens up more when you're not attacking. I feel like the German grip attacks too much for timpani, so I like to open that up. But if you've seen any of my snare drum shorts recently, I've posted quite a few solos, beginner to intermediate type solos. And I'm pretty much using American grip there. And probably going into some German. Now, when I play drum set, which I play a lot of, I use all 3 pretty much in every song. If I'm playing a snare drum backbeat, it's very American/German. Hitting that rim shot. But while I'm hitting that rim shot, I'm over on hi-hat, thumb up. Take it from the hi-hat, straight to the ride cymbal, I'm still thumbs up, French grip. This is American. Ding, 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 ding. But then if I want to like come off of the ride cymbal and hit that bell of the ride cymbal, my hand flattens out and goes into German grip on the bell. So it's ding, 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 kang. I don't know even why I came up with that, but there it is. So I'm like up here and to the bell and it goes into German grip. So in one song, I probably use all three grips just because that's what works. If I'm going around the tom-toms, I have noticed that I'll be in American German starting on the snare drum, and then from tom to tom, American German. But when I get to my two floor toms, just because of physicality, shoulders, where my arms are, I do notice that I start to get into more of a French grip down here. If I'm doing something fast, if I'm coming, you know, from a snare drum to floor tom or whatnot, it's kind of a German to, it's kind of a flip. So that kind of turns into French grip. But yeah, I use all three when I'm playing drum set. You might use all three too and you just didn't know it. So keep all these in mind. Try them out. Get on a snare drum, an actual snare drum, without a pad, without anything, and try all these out. Try your German grip, try your American grip, try your French grip. Just so you can understand what they do and how they sound different. Is anyone better than the other one? I don't think so. It's just if you need a certain sound, maybe you need to change your grip. Maybe that's the sound you need for a particular part. So keep that in mind. All right, folks, if you're getting something out of my video, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Down in the comments section, tell me, did you know there were 3 different strokes? Do you think you use one more than the other? Let me know that down in the comments section too. Also, if you want me to do something about traditional grip, put that in the comments if you want me to make a video on that. Also, check out one of these 2 videos right here. And until the next time, take care.